The Clever Tortoise and the Greedy Lion, an African folktale. Long ago, in the heart of a vast African forest, there lived a mighty lion. He was the king of the jungle, feared by all the animals for his strength and ferocity. One day, the lion grew very hungry and decided he would find a meal. He searched high and low, but the jungle animals were smart and always managed to escape. The lion grew frustrated, and in his anger, he roared, "Who will feed me today?" The tortoise, who was known for being wise but slow, heard the lion's roar and decided to approach. Slowly, the tortoise shuffled up to the lion and said, "Your Majesty, I will give you a meal." The lion looked at the small tortoise and laughed. "You, a tiny tortoise. How can you possibly feed me?" he asked, his voice full of mockery. The tortoise, however, remained calm. "I am small, but I am clever. If you trust me, I will lead you to a feast that will fill your stomach." The lion, still hungry and eager to eat, agreed. "All right, I will follow you, but remember, if you deceive me, I will eat you instead." The tortoise smiled and led the lion deep into the jungle. After a long walk, they came to a clearing where a large pond lay. The tortoise then told the lion, "There are fish in this pond. If you wait quietly, they will swim close, and you can catch them easily." The lion, impatient and eager to eat, lay down at the edge of the pond and waited. But hours passed, and not a single fish appeared. He grew more and more angry. Finally, the tortoise spoke again. "Your Majesty, I have a better idea. If you swim across the pond to the other side, I will call the fish to you. You will have a feast." The lion, desperate, agreed. "Very well, I will swim across the pond. But if you trick me, I will make sure you never speak again." The tortoise led the lion to the far side of the pond, where a big rock jutted out from the water. "Swim across, and the fish will be waiting for you," the tortoise said. Without hesitation, the lion leapt into the water. But as soon as his body touched the water, the tortoise quickly called out to the other animals in the jungle. "The lion is in the water. The lion is in the water." All the animals in the jungle, including the clever monkeys, elephants, and even the gazelles, began to shout and drum their feet on the ground. They made so much noise that the lion became confused and frightened. He struggled in the water, trying to find the fish, but instead, he got stuck in the weeds and mud. The lion realized too late that he had been tricked. He tried to swim back to the shore, but it was too difficult. Eventually, he gave up and swam back to the land, wet, tired, and embarrassed. As the lion sat on the bank, breathing heavily, the tortoise looked at him and smiled. "You see, Your Majesty, sometimes strength is not enough. Cleverness can be a much better weapon." The lion, humbled and exhausted, nodded. "You are wiser than I thought, little tortoise. I will never underestimate you again." From that day on, the lion learned to be more careful and respectful, and he never underestimated the intelligence of others. As for the tortoise, he became known far and wide as the wisest creature in the jungle. And so, the tortoise lived peacefully, knowing that even the strongest can be outsmarted by the clever. Moral of the story: cleverness and wisdom are sometimes more powerful than strength.